welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of middle school sports. I'm John McCormick, your full-time mayor and part-time sports announcer, and here's the opening pitch. Low and inside, we have Fords against Avenel in middle school baseball. Fords comes in at 0-4-1. Avenel comes in at 4-0. After this pitch, we'll give you the lineup. Tap back to the mound, picked up and thrown to first, 1 out. The lineup for Fords: Robbie Martin playing center field and leading off. Batting second to shortstop, Joey Masili. Anil Ramkasoon is the pitcher batting third. Batting cleanup, the catcher, Tyler Sharfitz. Bismarck McKeah has no position. We'll have to figure that out, but he's batting fifth. The first baseman, Alan Hill, bats sixth. Batting seventh, third baseman, T.J. Rivera. Anthony Cole bats eighth. A little high. Batting ninth, playing right field. Oh, did I say that? Nick Capone. Jacob Soto batting 10th and playing left field. Then we have Jonathan Soto. And Keyshawn Patel's batting, 12th, playing second base. Foul ball out of play, 1-1. Will the Thrill Martone Davis and Russell Torok round out the lineup. Now, what this might be is they're just batting everybody. We'll figure that out. So that's the Fords team. Again, coming in at 0-4-1. 1-1 count on Joey Masili. High, ball 2. I'll try to put these numbers in for myself for later. And low and inside. Middle school sports make its debut this year. Baseball and softball in the fall, away from the high schools, which are spring. And number 2, Joey Masili works a walk. Batting now for Fords is Neil Ramkasoon. He's the pitcher. He's number 13. Pitcher versus pitcher. We'll set the defense for you in a minute. Low and inside for Avenel. Pitching is Matt Allardyce, catching Anthony Nick. First baseman is Jason Halensky. Second baseman Nick Michael. The left-hander looks, sets. Right down the pipe, fouled off. Shortstop, Tommy Mitch. Third baseman, Kyle Orta. Left field, Andrew Galvach. Center field is T.J. Zavatoski. Right fielder is Steven Cracciolo. And the extra hitter is Aaron Rivera. 1-1 now to Ramkasoon. There's a rope to second. Going to take it on a bounce. The guy had a hold up at first. Mitch fires, beat it in first. So a line drive to second baseman, who is Nick Michael. Couldn't quite snag it on a line drive. Let it bounce in front of him. Made a nice field. Threw it to Tommy Mitch. And the relay throw to first just short. So that will go, let's see, 4-6 for the second out. And fielder's choice for Ramkasoon. Batting now for Fords, Tyler Sharfitz, the catcher. Number 15. Sorry we don't have stats for anybody. We do have their player profiles. We'll try to get them to you, but I'm by myself, so I'll do my best. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Middle school sports, an idea of Dr. Zaga, then I would say the new superintendent, but he started his second year. It's a great idea. It's an absolutely great idea. You see all the kids playing, and amazingly, you see an awful lot of kids watching. Swing and a miss. 0-2. It's a little bit chilly today. Maybe not as many kids out watching as there would be. Straight down the middle, strike 3, swinging. So no runs for Fords in the top of the first. We'll be back for Avenel in the bottom of the first. Stay with us. Okay, and we're back in the bottom of the first. 0-0. Avenel coming to bat. We'll give you the defense first for. No, we'll give you the offense first. Strike one. Batting first for Avenel, Nick Michael, the second baseman. Left fielder Andrew Galvach bats second. Batting third, Jason Helinski, the first baseman. Catcher Anthony Nick should say, bats fourth, little high and away. Aaron Rivera is the extra hitter. Batting fifth. Batting sixth, right fielder Steven Caracciolo. Matt Allardyce, the pitcher, bats seventh. Center fielder TJ Zavatoski bats eighth. Kyle Orta playing third base in the 9-hole. And rounding out the order, the shortstop, Tommy Mitch. 2-1 now for Nick Mike. No, is this? Yeah, Nick Michael. High and away. Nick is a senior. Favorite sport is baseball, as I would think most of these kids are. His favorite movie is The Blind Side. Favorite music is pop. Favorite subject is gym. Right down the middle, he bloops. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder. So a single for Nick Michael, leading off the game for Avenel. Nick's most memorable baseball moment was when he won 3 District 10 championships 3 years in a row. And that's the thing with this Avenel team. I recognize a lot of these kids. They have a great program over in Woodbridge Little League. And this team, the 11 and 12-year-olds, have done very, very well several years in a row. Pickoff throw to first, he's back. Very, very well. A lot of these kids played on very successful teams that, I think one team actually was only a couple of games away from going to Williamsport. Right down the middle. This is Andrew Galvach, the left fielder. He's a lefty. Number 8. High and away. Galvach, also a senior who likes baseball. His favorite movie, one of mine, 21 Jump Street. I actually didn't like the movie as much as I used to like the TV show. A little bit away. He likes pop, he likes gym, and he likes winning the districts for 3 years in a row. I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of that on these forms for the kids, from Avenel at least. Pickoff throw, not in time. Kids are playing on a regulation baseball field. This is the Woodbridge High School field. Ground ball to third, should get it to second in time if he hurries. Nope, not going to do it. So an infield, fielder's choice, I think. Got to give him an infield single because it was fielded cleanly and thrown. Just a fast runner, so we got to give that an infield single. Up now, big guy, number 15, first baseman, lefty hitting Jason Helinski. There's a ball, well hit, deep to right. Right fielder's going to go over his head. He came in on it, misjudged it a little bit. It's going to go all the way to the wall. 2 runs will score. At least I think the guy around third will score. Now he's going to come around. The relay throw is high, mishandled. Helinski's coming in. He's being held up. So the big man puts the ball all the way out, well over the right fielder's head. There's a sun there, so I got to give the kid a little bit of a break. The sun is right in his eyes in right field. So Helinski clears the bases. Well, got 2 guys in with a triple. I mean, technically, maybe it's a double with the error on the relay, but what the heck. Nobody out still. Anthony Nick, the catcher, number 11, batting. Man on third, 0 down. Well, must have been a little bit away. Anthony Nick, brother of Andrew Nick. I know he had a really good career at Colonia High School. So his mom and dad here before the game. Whoa, smoked in the gap. That's it right there. It's at least a hit, at least a single. Going to be a double, depending on Nick's speed. These are big, long bases for these kids. And it's a double. Anthony Nick knocks in Jason Helinski with a 2-bagger, and Avenel takes a 3-0 lead with nobody out. I mean, And just these last couple of kids, the size difference between Avenel and Fords is pretty noticeable. Up now for Avenel, number 13, Aaron Rivera is the extra hitter. Aaron Rivera is also a senior, likes baseball. Favorite movie is Click, never heard of it. But then again, at my age, probably don't know any movies these kids watch. Likes pop rap, likes math, which is good, and his most memorable moment is hitting 2 home runs in 1 game. I did that once on Atari. Chopper to pitcher, he's going to field it clean. Throw to first, nice play. Now he's going to third. The relay comes and just missed him. Just missed him. Nice play by Fords. So it goes 1-3 for the first out. And Nick takes third on the throw to first. Up now, Steven Caracciolo for Avenel. Uh-oh, I knocked out. Here it goes. Suicide squeeze. Avenel doing the throw home. Oh, he's got him hung up. Throw it back. Now he's going to go home. He's going to have him. He's going to have him. He's out. What a play by Fords. Now running in. That's it. Catcher wisely brings the ball toward the mound. Good play by Fords. Suicide squeeze was on. And Nick was caught down the middle. He couldn't go. He would have been dead. So the pitcher had enough sense to, or catcher threw him back. It was just a good overall play by the Fords team, and it's going to be tough for me to figure out what the heck just happened to score this, but I think it went 2-5. Foul out of play. I'm not sure if that was 2-5, back to 1 or back to 2, but it doesn't matter. It's still the second out. And Caracciolo gets a fielder's choice. Matt Allardyce up now. He's the pitcher. That's a sports family. I'm constantly giving out Allardyce's, or 2 Allardyce's, boys and girls, some certificates for teams and things that they've done. Same with all these Woodbridge kids, Avenel kids, I should say. It ball's in the dirt and an easy steal for Caracciolo. I'm not sure when these kids play, if they normally play on these full high school regulation fields or not. I would think so because the pitchers are not having too much trouble finding the plate. Steps off now. That is Ram Kassoon. He's a small kid, Ram Kassoon. He's getting the ball in there, though. 2 outs, 3-0 Avenel. Ball 4. Next up now is Thomas T.J. Zavatoski. He's a senior. A lot of seniors on this Avenel team. Favorite sport, baseball. Favorite movie is Ted or The Sandlot. And this is one I've never seen. Favorite music is Big Sean and Chief Keef. Don't know what that means. But if TJ likes it, that's all that matters. Fly ball down the left field line. Coming in the left fielder. Got it. Good play there by Jacob Soto. And Avenel's retired, but not after scoring 3 runs. And after 1, it's Avenel 3, Fords nothing. Second inning coming up. Stay with us.
Take my hand and start a brand new day.
Underneath everything we are all people.
Together
And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back to our very first middle school baseball game ever on TV 35. John McCormick, your announcer. Avenel in the field now, top of the second with a 3-0 lead against Fords. Fords starts with Bismarck Mejia, number 7. He's an extra hitter. Is that a new pitcher? Oh, don't do this to me so early in the game. Can one of you guys see the number of the pitcher? That's clearly not the lefty that was up there before. Swing and a miss. The pitcher, oh no, it's still in, wait. Let me see, the pitcher now is Aaron Rivera. He came in and he started as the extra hitter. Oh man, I hope they didn't change too much. I got no help. Nice fire right down the middle. It's 1-2 now. A little away. Bismarck Mejia. Let me see if I got his sheet. Yes, we do. He's an 8th grader, likes basketball, Harry Potter the movie, rap music, and like most kids his age, his favorite subject is gym. Down in the dirt, full count. His favorite, most memorable baseball moment is when he hit a triple in the finals at Dominican Republic. Wow, I don't know what that means. I guess the kid must play outside the country, I guess. And something he wants the audience to know, I'll tell you in a minute, it's low and away, ball 4. If I don't make it to Major League Baseball, I want to be on a SWAT team. Two pretty different career paths, but everybody wants to be a Major League Baseball player. Whenever a kid says that, I always say, what's your backup plan? Because you're going to need one. Mejia leads off first. Rivera fires over, not in time. Let's see now if I can figure out. That's still Orta at third. That's still Mitch at second. That's still Galvach in left. So I'm not sure what the switch was, folks, but it really doesn't matter. Fires over again. Fire to first. Oh, and that's going to get past the first baseman. And Mejia will take second. The catcher for Avenel, Nick, fired that ball down to first. It got in the dirt before it got to the bag. So Mejia takes second. Farthest, well, it's only been 5 hitters, but the first Fords Falcon to make it to second base. I mean, Mitch runs over to second, trying to draw the throw from the pitcher. Now he throws it in the dirt again, but not enough away from the center fielder for Mejia to advance. I would think the rules are the same in softball. Softball for middle schools has a 10-run mercy rule after 4.5. They play 6 innings. At least softball plays 6. I don't know about baseball. I got here too late to ask all these questions. It's a little annoying full-time job I have. There's a foul ball into the dugout. Well, up against the dugout. I don't mean it's an annoying job. Just gets in the way of what I like to do here, announcing games. So there's a 4.5 rule, 10-inning mercy rule. There's also a rule that no inning can start. I think it was after 6 o'clock, but again, that doesn't mean that they're the same rules for the boys. Although I think the darkness rule is probably the same. In the dirt, Nat Mejia will take third. No throw by Nick. So men on third, nobody out. A prime opportunity here for Fords to get a run in. Number 18 at the batter. Slow is Alan Hill, the first. No, that's not 18. I can't see the number. That's my problem. Is it a 12 or a 13? It's supposed to be 12, so that's Alan Hill. In the dirt. And the count is full. And chopper to first. It's a foul ball. No. Yep. Mejia would have had to run easy. He was halfway down, it seemed, when the pitch was made. Can't tell, but he looks like he's got a lot of speed. The pitch pop fly in the infield. Who was calling it? Nobody called it. Oh, he got him anyway. Wow. That's the second baseman, Nick Michael. Kind of hit no man's land between the second baseman, first baseman, and the shortstop, and nobody made a real effort to get to it. It looked like any of them could if it was immediate, but in any event, good heads-up play by Nick Michael to fire the ball to first and get him out. Mejia does not advance. Mejia is doing his best Jackie Robinson over there at third base, shaking his hand. Now he draws the attention of the pitcher. He steps off the rubber. I don't know if anybody watching saw 42, but I saw it twice. That was such a great movie. Jackie Robinson, the guy who played him, played it great, and he had that little dance going at third base for the steals of home. And he showed up every knucklehead that was pitching. Here comes Mejia. He's going to score easy. So the ball gets by the catcher, Nick. I couldn't tell if that was a pass ball or a wild pitch, but it doesn't matter. Mejia's in and on the board for Fords. Dirt again. So 3-1 Avenel, top of 2. Still nobody out. Up for bat at the bat now for Fords is T.J. Rivera, number 5. He is the third baseman. Inside. Here he is, T.J. Rivera. Likes baseball, Finding Nemo, Rappin' Jim. Strike down the middle. His favorite baseball moments, hitting a triple with the bases loaded in the playoffs. And says he's funny. Up and away, ball 4. So the walk hurt Avenel in the last batter, came all the way around to score. And another man on first, nobody out. In the dirt. And no throw, stolen base. Batter is Anthony Coyle. He is an extra hitter, and I think that's what Ford's doing, is just batting everybody. Nice rope over the second baseman's head by Coyle. Rivera rounds third. He's going to hold right there in his first and third. Well, the ball gets away from the pitcher, but with these bases, no chance of advancing. So Fords gets their first hit with T.J. Rivera singling to right. Nice rope. First and third. And now up is Nick Capone, the right fielder. He likes baseball. His favorite movie is one I have no interest in seeing, Hunger Games. And first and third he goes. The throw to second. Mitch cuts it off early, but the third guy at third does not go. So second and third right now, nobody out. No, wait, that's not. Oh, it's Nick Capone. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't write down what. Oh, that was Coyle that got the hit. I'm sorry. It's tough doing this yourself, folks. Nick Capone is the right fielder who likes Hunger Games. I don't. No desire to see someone killing kids in a movie theater. It's supposed to be enjoyable when you go to the movies. There's a strike. He likes all kinds of music, Jim, and his favorite moment is when he hit an inside-the-park home run grand slam. Now, that's not easy to do. So, K down for Capone. Up now, Jacob Soto, the left fielder. He's a lefty. Strike. Jacob likes baseball. Favorite movie is White Chicks. Never heard of that one. Favorite music is pop. Outside, 101. Likes math, history, and gym. And he also hit an inside-the-park home run. In 9 years of Little League and probably 30 years of adult softball, I never hit a home run. Actually, once it might have been because a guy tried for a shoestring catch and missed it. So I guess that technically was a home run, but it didn't really feel like it. It was more like a bloop, and nobody backed him up. But that's not important now. Strike right down the middle, and it's the third out. So Ford scores a run and closes to within 3-1 of Avenel, which will be up in the bottom of the second. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to energy-saving bulbs. Saving energy saves you money.
And welcome back. I'm joined now by our fantastic Deputy Superintendent of Schools, John Bader. John saw me by myself, felt sorry for me, and said, you need help? And I said, absolutely.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Mayor.
And I know you know baseball because you're a sports guy and your kids are all into baseball and basketball, so welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. And actually, my son played with a lot of the players on the field today, especially the Avenel Middle School team. A lot of the kids played Woodbridge All-Stars, so I know the kids well, and they are a very talented group.
Exactly. They're undefeated here. They're 4-0. And I talked about that before, how so many of those kids have played in those teams for years. And didn't one get within a couple of games of Williamsport?
Yes, they were very close. I believe they won the districts and our area. So a very talented group, and it makes last inning all the more impressive that the Fords kids showed a lot of spunk there.
They did. They sure did.
Pushed some runs across and did a good job getting on base and scrapping out a couple runs.
And I think this is, let me just look a minute, swing and a miss. I think that is number 7, Kyle Orta, third baseman for Avenel up at the plate.
And Kyle was a former student of mine when I was principal of school number 9. He is a very powerful baseball player and a great kid as well.
Line drive up the middle. There's Orta with a single to lead off the inning. I'm doing my best to keep score and announce the game and talk about the kids. So let's see what here's the Avenel. They're in order. These are like their profiles.
All right.
So if you want to just, when the kids are up, I think this should be Tommy Mitch up.
Tommy Mitch is going to be mayor of this town in a few years. No doubt in my mind. And he is definitely a 5-tool baseball player. He can play any position and very, very high baseball IQ as well.
And it's probably because he takes after his mother.
Yeah.
John
no comment.
John Mott can say what I want. He's my friend. John Mitch, our municipal clerk. I joked before the game, do you want to do the game with me? And I said, you can explain your intimate knowledge of baseball. You can explain the infield fly rule and the suicide squeeze. Outside to throw down a second. He might know it's going to go hit the bag and stay up in the air. And they don't advance it. All right, now you got to get right toward the end. Yeah, keep going. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Tommy Mitch. I would like to read a little bit about Tommy. Favorite sport is basketball. I believe he's a point guard as well. Favorite movie, Sandlot. And he does, I tease him, he reminds me of one of the characters in that movie, if you remember, a baseball movie. Favorite music, latest songs. Tommy's showing bunt. And
catcher a little lazy getting the ball. He might have thought it was a foul ball. No, it hit him. It hit him.
Okay.
So Tommy Mitch gets on, and the runner at third is going to have to go back because he was taking the base. And now number 4, so Avenel is batting more players. This is James Heath. I didn't put them in order because I didn't know what the order was, but you got them right there.
James Heath, favorite sport baseball, favorite movie The Hobbit, favorite music rock and roll, favorite subject is science.
The Hobbit was a great movie. Well, Avenel's up 3-1 here. They got 3 in the first. Single by Michael, single by Galvez, triple by Helensky, double by Nick. The first 4 guys reached base, 3 runs scored, and then Fords got one back in the top of the second on a, I think it was a walk and a bunch of stolen bases and errors. So 1 error, a throw would have went awry. A couple of pass balls. So here we are, 3-2-1, 2 men on, nobody out, bottom of 2. It's good that they bat everybody too, isn't it? I think that's great.
We really wanted that to happen because, you know, just the importance of the participation. The more the merrier.
Foul out of play.
And I really want to, at this time, commend the Board of Ed and Dr. Zegan, our superintendent, for putting this program forth. And I could see the children are enjoying it. It's really great for school spirit, for keeping students on the right path academically, and also developmentally for the future baseball programs here. So, and thank you as well, Mayor, for all of your support of the sports programs. I know you do so much.
We fixed up a few fields. There's a shot. It could be caught. It is caught. Nice play by the center fielder. That is Robbie Martin. Yeah, all we really did is help with some of the fields. It really was the school board that was the impetus behind this project, and I congratulate them too. I was walking in with the 2 Zizels. I know it's Mimi, and I can't think of the husband's name, but one works in Avenel Middle, one works in Fords Middle, so I think they're both behind the dugout with the backstop. And they were saying how the kids' spirit, the school spirit, is great behind the softball and baseball teams.
It really is a big factor.
This is number 1, Sean Lambert. Throw, pitch out, it's fired to third. He's safe. Only because of his speed. That was a good play by Fords. It looked like a pitch out, I'm not sure, I'll never know, but the catcher picked it up, fired to third, just missed a sliding number 7, who was Kyle Orta.
That was a very good throw by the catcher as well. Sean Lambert is another member of the Woodbridge Little League All-Star team. He's a scrappy player, can play a lot of different infield positions, and also can put a bunt down once in a while too.
Ground ball toward the middle. Shortstop up with it, fires to first. In time, nice stretch by the first baseman. That's Alan Hill, and the shortstop was Joey Masilli. So Masilli at the hill, the run scores, but where the ball was hit, there was no chance of Masilli throwing him out at home.
Alan Hill, another former school number 9 student and a Woodbridge All-Star. And
like an all-star team of school 9 or what?
Made a nice stretch. Well, you know what we did at recess. I you know, participated in a lot of sports over there, so we had a lot of fun.
Pass ball. Mitch is running. He slides. He's in there. Another run for Avenel. Makes it 5-1.
That's an example of Tommy Mitch's instincts there. He took right off, no hesitation. So.
He's a baseball kid.
Oh, yes, he is.
He's also a basketball kid.
Yes.
I know he played football. He played for, let's see, the Island Giants. He was a quarterback for a while. I think he gave up football to concentrate on baseball and hoops. Now it's, well, we said that. Number 9 is Kurt Jackson for Avenel. Swing and a miss.
His batter stance reminds me of a major leaguer. I'm trying to think of who but he has a very unique.
Oh yeah, he does. Don't ask me who. They all have the Jeter hand up, you know. They all put the hand up to the umpire, and
I had a feeling you were going to refer to the Yankees.
Well, of course,
at some point.
Believe me, it was a struggle all year. I'm having no luck. I'm a Yankee fan, a Giant fan, and a Devil fan. I'm 0 for 2013.
No more Mariano either. It's going to be.
That's a problem.
Can't really fill those shoes with anyone.
Everybody says it's going to be a problem, but it's going to be a real problem.
It will.
Robertson's okay, but it's just not going to be the same.
Well, I'm a Met fan, so I'll trade organizations with you if you want to right now.
I tell you, that's a huge blow with Matt Harvey. I like him.
That was
Everybody
a
has
shame.
to like him.
We just finally got some momentum
Yep.
going, and that was a tough one.
But the only thing is, you weren't going to compete really and win next year, so you might as well get him healthy. Might as well get the operation and be ready to go in 2015.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Ground ball right down the line, but foul. TJ Rivera chases it down, and now the outfielder is going to come in and get it. That is Jacob Soto. You know, that's Rivera is now, they didn't even notice, Rivera is now pitching for Ford. So it's been 1/2 inning each for everybody so far. It was Anil Ramkasoon, now it's Rivera, and it's strike 3 looking.
Nice pitch.
So that might have, I don't know if he's gonna pitch the third, but I caught it just in time to say that he struck out the Avenel player. So it's 5-1 Avenel over Fords. We'll be right back.
After a car accident, Linda Davis needed CPR. Bill Hamilton needed temporary shelter when a fire destroyed his home. During an operation, Haley Reynolds needed a blood transfusion.
Excuse me, may I go into that room, please?
Next year, revenue growth again will be a focus. Top priority.
Thank you for giving me blood.
Thank you for giving me shelter.
Thank you for saving my life.
Support the Red Cross and change a life, starting with your own.
Welcome back now to the top of the third. John McCormick, John Bader, your announcing team, Avenel over Fords. And up to bat for Fords is number 10, who is Jonathan Soto. Pitching now for Avenel is Jacob Krusch, number 14. And if people are moving around, I'm not even going to begin to try to figure out where the rest of the positions went, but
And
doesn't matter.
Jacob is another former student of school number 9. And I had
this
a lot
is
of fun with Jacob over at school number 9.
That's the Fords guys in order if you want to try to do some of those.
Thank you.
And I just learned from talking to Mr. Bader in the off time that there's a 2-inning max for pitchers. So we've seen, this is a 5th half inning, and there have been 5 different pitchers. And that's great. So you play a 6-inning game, right?
Yep, we wanted to encourage the development of more pitchers.
Absolutely,
And
it's great.
also really shy away from just one student dominating everyone for 6 innings. The fielders don't get any practice and want to mix it up.
Is this the normal size field the kids play on in, let's say, travel baseball?
No, this actually, for most of the students here, is their first exposure to the regular dimensions.
I was wondering about that before, but all the pitchers seem to be okay with it.
A few of the older 8th graders would have done this before, but most of the kids, I know, for instance, Jacob, this would be the first time.
Oh, okay.
During this season that he would pitch at this dimension.
There's a strike.
And he's looking good.
I was kind of curious because it looked far for them when they were running. It looked really far and really like a struggle. But then I thought, well, if all 4 pitchers so far were, or 3 before you got here, if they're all throwing strikes, I said maybe it's not. Maybe it's the normal mound. And number 10 walks. And let's see, that was Sean. Nope, that was Jonathan Soto. Do my best to figure out who'd keeping the score here. This could be Keyshawn Patel. Yes, it is. Keyshawn Patel is second baseman. So basically, you set your lineup. They're playing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 kids. And once you set the, you can just sub any way you want. That's the rule. Anybody goes in, anybody goes out.
We really encourage that, free substitution.
So if you're in, you go out, you can come back in.
Absolutely.
All right, good. I didn't know that exactly at the only game we did so far, Colonia Ford softball. And, man, we were confused.
Keyshawn Patel is up at bat, and his favorite sport is baseball. Favorite movie, Olympus Has Fallen.
I haven't seen that yet.
Me
When I
either.
go to movies, that's why.
And most memorable baseball moment, hitting a triple with the bases loaded.
Did you play ball yourself growing up?
I played ball. Yeah, I played Woodbridge Little League. I had Mr. Swast was my coach, Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wilson, so great guys in Woodbridge. And
Did you play high school?
I played high school until my junior year.
There we go. Good pitch by Jacob. We had a good meeting today with you guys talking about the future and the facilities in the district. We got a lot of plans.
And that's very much appreciated. I think it's really going to benefit all of our students here, as well as the community at large.
Just look at the field here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We talked about turf fields for Kennedy and Colonia, and you look at the Woodbridge field, and it is constantly in use, if not by the high school kids, just by the Pop Warners, the youth soccer, and just people walking the track, and just people coming out to run around and throw a football.
I have used it myself to,
you?
Do a little workout, play a little football, mess around with the kids. So it is absolutely a important part of the community.
I walk the track when I go to the concerts, and it's not a band that I necessarily want to sit through a concert for, so I'll just walk over and take a bunch of laps and come back in time to draw the 50-50.
Nice.
One on one. That will be turfing the 2 baseball fields also at Kennedy Colonia, doing some air conditioning in the auditoriums, some seating, some bleachers, some dugouts, some playgrounds, some walking tracks, and some basketball courts at the grammar schools. Foul ball out of play 1 and 2.
And really the wonderful thing about that, Mayor, from a curriculum perspective, is that a lot of these projects would have to be budgeted and would take a lot of money really away from other programs. And now with this cooperative effort, we will be able to address curriculum issues a lot more quickly and a lot more efficiently. And in the area of technology, especially, we'll be able to move forward much more quickly.
And that's important that people understand that. Struck him out. Kreusch with a backwards K on it. It was Will the Throw Martone Davis, but we don't have his sheet. Now up, I think, is Russell Torak. Russell is number 1. Let's see. Yep, number 1, Russell Torak. But if you're going to have to replace the bleachers in a gym anyway, and it's done by the town, then you're right. It's more money for chemistry and computers and math and everything else.
Absolutely.
If somebody's watching this, their kid's an athlete, they're going to get the benefit of these fields when they're in high school, probably for 3 out of the 4 years or 4 out of the 4 years. But if your kid's not into athletics, that's okay, because they're going to get the benefit of more curriculum.
No doubt about it.
Throw to first, it gets away.
And the runners will, the runner at second will advance.
Soto goes to third. Look at the size difference in the kids from Avenel and versus Fords.
Well, Rhino is the nickname of the third baseman. That's Jason Holinsky.
Rhino?
And actually, I am proud to have been part of the group that gave him his nickname, and you could see why. He is a old country strong boy.
He's a big dude. You're
and
right,
a great
man.
kid. Also a former student at school number 9. I could see his hat is at the maximum
and I
capacity.
I feel his pain, because I was like that when I was a kid. I never had a hat that fit me. I played Golden Knight football, and they had to get a special helmet made for me because my head was just too big.
Jason's also a great basketball player as well. Very tough interior player.
There are good baseball programs all over the town, but this is just going to consolidate it and just give the kids such a better experience with this middle school program. And Avenel's warming up another pitcher too.
Looks like Nick Michaels was out there warming up. Another kid who could really play any position and has very good control.
There's no coach out there. I wonder what's going on, if they're just talking to each other, or maybe the coach said, you know, stall for time to warm up the pitcher. Maybe they're going to sub him, and the ump says, let's move.
Sometimes the catcher steps up there in the leadership position to settle him down.
Catcher there is number 11, Anthony Nick. I talked about, you know, his older brother was a pretty good ball player. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. So Croy strikes out 2 in a row. That should bring up the leadoff hitter, Robbie Martin.
Robbie Martin loves the movie Hunger Games.
Oh,
pop
I hate
music.
that movie.
I have not seen it. But
I didn't see it.
I heard
either.
about it, and I don't really like the premise very much.
That's my point. I said that before. I have no interest in seeing it.
And his highlight is when he got the winning run, his baseball moment. And he has a great opportunity here with two men in scoring position.
Robbie bounced to the pitcher first time up to lead off the game. In the dirt. It's hard to steal home here. Tommy Mitch got it done. I guess the ball, I can't quite see everything here, but it didn't go straight back, went off to the side. But there's not much room between home plate and then the backstop.
Tommy's sneaking behind a runner as he always does.
He's done that in the first inning. He was doing that all the time.
To steal home at this distance, you'd really have to have great anticipation and commit right away.
Is that Glenn Lotman over there?
That is Mr. Lotman.
Yeah, he was at the last game last week too. It's nice to see the principals out.
And Jamie Parry's here as well, another vice principal from Avenel Middle.
Croix gets 1 inning pitching and strikes out this side and doesn't give up a run.
And actually, Mayor, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to see if the gentleman would like to maybe come up and spend some time up here with you.
Whatever you want, man.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
And we're back now for the bottom of the third. Avenel with a 5-1 lead over Fords. Up now the pitching star for the Avenel team. It's Jacob Croix, who just struck out the side 3 in a row. Got 2 guys on with walks. He moved up to second and third on steals / pass balls. But he struck out 3 in a row. Swing down, chopper to third, fire to first. Good stretch there by number 14, the first baseman Anthony Coyle, and Croix is out 5-3. You guys give me a number for this guy, the lefty. Swing and a miss. Number 10. So batting for Avenel now is, let's see, Sean Reagan. And I'm joined now by Fords Middle School principal, Glenn Lotman.
Thank you for having me, Mayor McCormick.
Welcome, Glenn.
It's an honor to be here.
That's
I
great.
love watching our kids compete, having a time of their lives. This is the best thing ever happened in middle school of these sports.
You're right, and you've shown concern for the kids and support for the kids. I saw you last week at the Colonia Fords girls game. Now you're here for the boys against Avenel.
The boys wouldn't let me live it down if I didn't come today.
Do the kids, is the school spirit evident? I mean, do they wear their uniforms? Do they talk it up during school?
Absolutely, sir. And as I tell anyone who listens, I myself was a former coach when I was a teacher, and when the middle school sports program was proposed, the first thing I thought about was my coach mentality of how great it would be for the high schools to get this feeder program.
Right.
And it is great, but as a principal and seeing the impact it has on the kids, the feeder program is great, but the impact on a day-to-day basis far trumps out whatever type of feeder program this is. When I see kids who in the school didn't even talk to each other, didn't even know each other, until the baseball and softball season started. Now they're sitting together, eating lunch together because they have that same uniform on. That's just the greatest thing I've ever seen since I've been in the school.
And I talked to your girls team last week. Now they got beat. They got mercy ruled. It was 10-0, and it's a strikeout. Who was that? Now I'm getting a little. What'd you say? What number was that? Was, let me see. Sean Reagan. Okay, Sean Reagan. Up now for Woodbridge is number 3, Nicholas Michaels. So to the top of the order, Nick singled in the first and scored on the triple by Jason Olinsky. There's a ground ball up the middle, and it's going to go through. So another hit for Nick Michael, the table setter. But I talked to the girls afterwards, and only about half the girls, maybe not even half, had played organized ball before.
Right.
I said, of those of you who've not played, are you going to play in the spring? They said, absolutely.
All their hands went up.
All their hands went up, and that was so cool.
Mm-hmm. And the thing I love about, those girls and these boys, too, they don't know what the score is. They don't care what the score is. They're here for each other. They're fighting till the very last out.
Hey, Lee, can you give me the number of the pitcher? Because I know they swapped it again, and I can't see his number.
Our pitcher said
number
Bismarck
7?
Mejia.
Oh, Bismarck Mejia. Okay, that's right. I should just ask you. You're right. I forgot you're next to me.
The thing is, I'm going to hear about that strikeout he just dialed up all day tomorrow, and I can't wait.
Oh, he goes. Runner's going.
Come on, Ty.
He might be out. No, a little bit to the left. If that was to the right, he would have been good. He would have been out. Nice play, though, by Fords. They did a credible job so far. Have done a credible job so far. A couple of real nice plays. They had a rundown and a guy thrown out at home.
Yeah.
Oh, you were here, right? You were
yes,
watching.
I saw that,
okay.
yeah. They're really learning the game. We're blessed to have Coach Eric Mills on the staff. He is the
Chopper
the
second.
Head coach at. Good job. Got him.
Got him.
Good job. And
nobody's covering home. Oh, to start out. Oh, no wonder.
I was going to say no.
I'm just looking at the guy going home. I'm not paying enough attention. All right, we'll be back. Avenel maintains their 5-1 lead. We'll be back with Principal Glenn Lotman of Fords Middle for the top of the 4th, and he can take you through the lineup and do some play-by-play.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
And we're back at Woodbridge High School. There's Emil Brandafi, our cameraman up in top, probably freezing like I am. Didn't think to put my long johns on, didn't think it would be this windy. And we're back with Avenel holding a 5-1 lead in the top of the 4th over Fords. And let's see, pitching now for Avenel, looks like number 9, that would be Kurt Jackson. Unless that's a 3. Can you see, Glenn?
I'm not sure.
I'm joined by Glenn Lotman, the principal of Fords Middle. He's out here supporting his team. It's 3?
Yes, sir.
Nick Michaels, then. Nick Michaels is the pitcher. And take us through, you're the Fords guy, so take us through the play-by-play here. This is number 2.
Number 2, batting right now looks like Joey Masilli. My eyes aren't what they used to be, and from this far.
That's him.
They all look the same with the hats on, but Joey, I believe, is our shortstop. That's where he usually plays. Great kid, 7th grader. Baseball is one of his passions, along with basketball, so hopefully we'll see him come the winter season. And he's another one of those kids who just making a lot of new friends with this baseball program going.
He walked in the first inning, was thrown out, let's see, second base to shortstop on a fielder's choice.
Good eye. There you go, Joey. Take that ball.
And just letting people know I am not rooting for either team because I'm the mayor of the whole town. But Principal Lotman is clearly going to root for Fords.
Absolutely. Even though my children will end up at Avenel Middle one day.
Yeah, what part of town you live in?
I live in Port Reading.
At Port Reading, okay.
Yeah. Up right now is 13. I think he started pitching. When I got here, he was pitching. I don't know if that was the first
Anil,
or second inning.
Yeah, he was the first pitcher.
And Neil, this young man surprised me because, I didn't know he could throw as hard as he does. Looking at him, small in stature, but big in heart, and he just throws that ball a ton.
And they're playing each kid so far, every half inning someone new is pitching, which I think is great.
Yes, I agree.
And as John Bader said, there's a limit of 2 innings pitched in the series, so every baseball game there'll be 3 pitchers.
Yeah. But every game I haven't seen Coach Mills do more than 1 inning per player.
Okay, help me with that. Now, I don't know the Fords coaches. I didn't get that before the game. Who were the coaches?
That's Coach Eric Mills. He's a math teacher over at Fords Middle School, and he's also the head baseball coach at Kennedy High School, fresh off the school's first ever county championship.
Oh, okay.
So we are very lucky to have him on board. Watching the kids from day one on the first baseball game to today, it's like it's a 180-degree turnaround. Night
Well, that's
and
a
day.
heck of a coach. That's got to be
Yeah.
one of the best coaches in the middle school sports scene in Woodbridge.
Definitely is. He's a great man. Kids are lucky to have him. Kids love him. It's fantastic. And the assistant, I forget his name. He is actually Avenel. Get to there, get there. Come on, Joey.
That could be close.
Come on, Joey. Hit it. There you go, Joey.
The second, nope, the guy at first doesn't go to second. It's Ramp Bassoon, so an error on the play. The Fords kids don't go to Kennedy, though, right?
It's split about 60-40%.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. So some of the kids will be going there.
So he's getting the benefit of seeing who's got some talent.
Yes. Is this Tyler batting right now? 15.
This is
Tyler Sharfitz.
He's
He's going to Kennedy. His brother plays there now.
That's why I recognize the name. Okay.
Yeah, Tyler's he's quite the athlete.
This is the only real big kid on your team.
Yeah. Yes.
For the most part, there's a lack of size and beef on the Fords team. There are a lot of small kids.
Yeah.
But I also look, there's a lot of 7th graders too compared to Avenel.
Yeah. So hopefully next year will be it'll pay off.
Runner goes. Throw goes to second.
There, come on, Nell. Good job, buddy.
Oh, he could have scored. Oh, he could have scored. If he would have gone on the throw, he would have been in there easy.
I agree.
Second and third, though, now nobody out. So this is the inning for Fords. Down 5-1, top of the 4th.
Another great learning lesson I witnessed with Tyler a couple weeks ago. He was playing catcher, and he threw a perfect throw to somebody, I think it was a second baseman, and was mishandled. And instead of getting angry at the person who mishandled it, he looked right at Coach Mills, pointed to himself, said, "It's my fault on the throw."
Really?
It was one of those. I talked to him the next day in school and told him how proud I was of him. He had no idea what I was even talking about.
That's a maturity level that you don't always expect from a 7th and 8th grader.
Very proud of him. He had no idea what play I was discussing. Come on, Joey, get back.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. Good throw by the pitcher. That's number 3, Nick Michaels.
Great fake out.
Holinsky is the third baseman. That was a real good play. He barely got back. That's number 2, Joey Masilli. He is on first. On third, Ramp Kassoon is on second.
Stay alive, Ty.
Foul ball. Staying alive.
Learning more about baseball and watching these games than I ever had before. I was never a baseball player.
Oh, no?
Never. Soccer and basketball. That's all I was ever.
You grew up in town, right?
Yes, sir. Colonia High School, class of 97.
That's about 21 years after me.
Yes,
get in
there. Yes,
fair
sir.
ball. It's going to go
to
for right down the line. 2 runs are going to score.
Great shot, Ty.
Tyler's going to be at second base standing up. So that's the best hit of the day. A line shot down the line over third base. 2-run double for Tyler Sharfitz. And it's 5-3.
It's poetic justice there, Mayor McCormick. Last time I saw the baseball team play, Tyler hit inches foul on the third base line. Next pitch, inches foul, first base line.
Really?
Yeah, so finally got one to stay in.
This is now number 7, Bismarck Mejia.
Bismarck. Oh,
ground ball to third.
Get there, Biz.
Should advance the runner. He's going to go after the throw.
Come on, Biz. Get there. Oh, it's close.
Just missed. Good play by Holinsky.
Yes.
So your former kid knocked out your current kid.
Yep.
And that'll go as a 5-3 for the first out. Surprised he didn't go to third. I thought he would have. This is like you said before. We said this not the field they're used to playing on. It's longer, so.
Yeah, but it was the first time these kids are exposed to. I didn't realize this is Major League dimensions.
I don't know. I don't know if it's 90.
That's a long way.
I wasn't sure when I first got here. I did the first inning and a half by myself before John Bader joined me, and he said that this is a new field for these kids. Good play by the pitcher covering. Wow.
You can tell these kids play a lot.
You're not kidding me. That's Nick Michaels knew what to do. First baseman dove for it.
He got right there. Didn't even think twice. Second nature.
That's fundamental.
TJ Rivera's up. Another nice boy.
And now there's 2 outs and a chance to score this run. They got to get this run in, I think.
Come on, TJ. Make it happen. TJ is a Red Sox fan, which is definitely a strike against him.
Oh, he's out of here then.
Yeah. I keep not too happy about that. But
not at all.
So you know you're going to hear him soon.
The one thing Yankees and Met fans agree on is we both hate the Red Sox.
Yes.
It was a bad year for us this year.
Yeah, it was.
I was saying to Bader, I'm 0 for 3 because I'm a Yankee Giant. I mean, a Yankee, Giant and Devils fan.
Oh, no.
So I am.
Well, both their teams got their first win, right, within the week.
Yeah, but first win out of 7 in football is not good.
No.
And first win out of 8 in hockey is not good.
Well,
I am 0 for 2013.
Maybe the NFL schedule will be nicer to the Giants and play the Vikings all 16 times.
Well, last night, I'm telling you, I don't know if you saw the game, but the only 2 teams the Giants could have beat last night were Jacksonville and Minnesota.
Yes, I agree.
They were awful. First time up, Martin. Oh, I didn't mark it down. I think he walked. He scored the first run of the game for Fords.
Watch out, Ty.
And there's guys moving all around the field, folks. I see there's a new shortstop, but I have no idea where we don't have the help. We need like a field monitor to go around.
I love how the philosophy of this is everybody plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody plays. That's what it's all about, this level. It's a learning experience, teaching environment. It's fantastic for all involved.
When I asked your team last week, I said, anybody lose any sleep tonight because you lost 10-0? They all looked at me and said no. And they were cheering and smiling. They just lost the game.
Yep.
And 5 minutes later, they're in front of the cameras just having a good time. I didn't realize the impact the cameras had. Because I said to Colonia, I said, you guys started slow. I said, first 2 innings, you didn't do anything. They said, oh, we were nervous at the cameras.
That is nerve-wracking. I could put myself as an 8th grade student. I'd be nervous as well.
T.J. Rivera walks up now as number 14. Anthony Coyle, you know that.
Anthony Coyle, yes.
Now, is John Coyle his dad?
I'm not sure. Yes,
nice rope.
Good by him.
One hop. Fielded, throws.
That's good job.
In time. Let me get the number to that kid at second base for Avenel. That was a good play, but I have to wait for him to turn around. And it's number. I can't tell. Anyway, it's a good play by the second baseman. So we'll be back. Fords closes the gap to 5-3. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. Don't leave us.
Hey, I'm Richie Sambar, and we're watching the Woodbridge Channel.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Now we got it.
Welcome back. Bottom of 4, Avenel up with a 5-3 lead. John McCormick joined by Glenn Lottman, the great principal of Fords Middle. Glenn, why don't you take us around the field and tell us who's playing where now?
Okay, right now, and I love how Coach Mills is moving everybody around. The pitching right now is Tyler Sharfitz. Catching, I believe, is T.J. Rivera. Because if it's not Tyler catching, he's always backing up him in that position. Our first baseman is Anthony Coyle. Our second baseman, and if I'm wrong with the positions, please correct me, because like I said before, I'm a soccer guy, is William Martone Davis. Short over here is, come on, get in there, is Anil Ramkinson. Our third baseman right now is number 8, Nick Capone. And that's right field behind the first base, right?
Yeah.
The right field is Jonathan Soto. Center fielder is Keyshawn Patel.
Nice rope.
Come on, get there. Get there. And is that Russell Torek?
That is Russell Torek in left.
Left field.
Good job, man. You do know your kids.
Thank you, sir. Like I said, my eyes aren't what they used to be.
But you're really not a baseball fan, huh?
When I was little, I always soccer. That's in basketball when there was no soccer available, because indoor wasn't that big when I was growing up. So
when I grew up, there were no soccer teams. There was no league soccer anywhere. It was always baseball, and when we had time, it was on the street with stickball, and we had 6 guys who went down to the field and played automatics, 3 guys against 3 guys.
And you said you grew up in Colonia?
Yeah, I'm on Park Terrace, actually, right across from Fords Middle.
Oh, look at that.
Mom still lives in the house I grew up in. There goes the big man, Holinsky. He's going to steal. Oh, no throw. Holinsky was the guy who hit that ball. Line drive, nice shot, right between short and third. Avenel up 5-3, nobody out, man on second. Ground ball by.
Get there, come on, Will.
Oh, he's got to pick it up and fire it. He's got time.
Get him.
No, doesn't do
it.
That was Anthony Nick who hit it. Throw got away from the first baseman, and it allowed Holinsky to score to make it 6-3 Avenel. So this is, it's not supposed to be a game, Mr. Principal. When you see a 4-0 against 0-4-1, it's not supposed to be 5-3 after 3.5.
And you know what? I think if this was our first game of the year, it wouldn't have been a game. Probably been over by now if we're past the Fourth inning, I believe, is the limit.
You got to go 4.5 out of 6.
4.5 out of 6. Coach Mills is coaching these kids up. The boys are listening to them and just improving every day.
Have you watched every game?
No, because I split between softball and
okay,
and
that's
baseball.
right. That's right. Yeah, if you're both playing, right?
Yeah.
But you're out every time one of your
absolutely, absolutely. It's a privilege watching your students play.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
You get to see them in a different light. You get to see a quiet kid, take control on the athletic field. It's just great.
Number 13 is Aaron Rivera now for Avenel. Well, that's a fast pitch. That's a good pitch.
Another thing I learned when I was watching them practice, I went outside the office to throw a couple balls with the kids, and Coach Mills got angry with, I believe it was Tyler, for throwing a curve. And he said, you're too young to throw curves. If I see you throwing a curve, I'm going to take you right out of the game. I don't care.
That's going to drop.
And I asked him why. I didn't realize that throwing curves at this young age is very bad for the arm. I had no idea.
Hurts their development.
Yeah.
So that's a single for, who was that now? I'm losing my track here. That was that Caracciolo? No, Caracciolo's up now. That was Aaron Rivera. My bad. He's got a single. I'm not even keeping score anymore. I can't keep up. Too busy yapping. He's got a fast pitch, though.
He does.
He's a big kid.
He's also our champion softball tosser in the track meet.
Oh, really? No, I'm not surprised.
Funny thing was last year at practice, step out, we had 3 people on the team. And I saw him on, Sharfitz on one end. I forgot who the other 2 were, but one was in the middle and one was far away. So I figured the person in the middle would get the extra throw, go back and forth. Well, Tyler threw it not only over the person in the middle, but over the person's head who was far away.
Wow.
He's got a gift.
And we talked today with the principals about the improvements to the fields. These kids will really get the benefit of that when the baseball fields get turfed and the football fields get turfed. Some of them will play 4 years on the much improved fields.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
Batting now is number 5. That's Stephen Caracciolo. He was on a fielder's choice in the first inning when Avenel scored 3.
There you go.
Good pitch. We have a 3-1 count now. Nobody out. Second, third. Chance for Avenel to really put the game out of reach. Foul up. Avenel's up 3 with 2 guys on, nobody out.
Tie work out of this tie.
Who are the other coaches for Fords?
I'm sorry, the other young man, I forget his name, but he's actually a senior at Kennedy High School.
Oh, really?
He plays for Coach Mills. He's getting his community service hours in. Easy out, please.
Catchable ball.
That. Good job,
Good
Ty.
play by Tyler
Good
Sharfitz.
job, Tyler.
That was harder than it looked.
Yeah, he came running.
Because that's a tough ball to judge. So good play by Sharfitz. That brings up Matt Allardyce. Was it, in your case, you have a baseball coach on staff. Is he a teacher in the district?
Yeah, he teaches at the
so that was
math
easy
teacher.
for you. When you see he wants to coach baseball, it's probably pretty easy to pick him.
Absolutely. Actually, we have another great baseball mind at Fords Middle School, Mr. Vincent Esposito, who's actually a newly hired varsity coach at Colony High School.
Close play coming up.
Oh, unlucky.
Throws a little bit away.
Unlucky.
So Allardyce had a clean single. The right fielder made a throw to first. 1 run scored easy. Then the second run scored on the throw to first that got away from the first baseman. So Avenel picks up 2 more runs and is now 8-3. With the man on second and nobody out. Number 6 up to the plate now for Avenel is Thomas Zavatoski. This your 3rd year at Fords Middle?
4th already.
4th year already, okay.
And you know what? I misspoke. I thought it was my 3rd year, and I was doing the math the other day. I said, whoa, this is year 4 already.
Where'd you come from?
I was the supervisor of the secondary math department for the district.
Your first job for the school system at a college?
Yes. I was. I taught at Woodbridge High School. I was a math teacher for 5 years.
Nice play there by number 8, the third baseman for Fords. That's Nick Capone. Fired it over to 14, Anthony Coyle. On the throw, Matt Allardyce goes to third, but that's okay because you had to make that play, and that's a far throw.
Yes, it is.
They may be down 8-3, but they're hanging in there. Up now for the Avenel team is, let's see.
Nice pitch.
That's Kyle Orta, I think, the third baseman. Somebody help me with the number, Lee?
It is 7.
Batter. It is number 7, and that is Kyle Orta. So I'm sorry, you said you taught math for 5 years?
Yes, sir. Right here at Woodbridge High School.
Okay.
Loved every minute of it.
That's my favorite subject growing up.
And counting, right? The counting.
Yeah, beginning to count, yeah. Go figure.
I love visiting the all classrooms, but especially math classrooms during the day and trying to participate in the daily lessons. It's makes the job, fun.
So you say you're soccer and basketball. Did you play in high school?
I did. I played for now Dr. Rummage. He was my soccer coach at Colonia High, and
really?
And the new principal. Well, actually not new anymore. Coach Pace, Mr. Pace, was my basketball coach.
Oh, no kidding.
Two of the
now
best
you're
coaches.
sitting in the rooms with them,
Yeah.
That's cool,
Yeah, two of the best coaches, best role models, a young man could have.
That's really good. There's a lot of that in the school system. A lot of kids, students become coaches, become vice principals, and work their way up.
And it's great seeing that because our softball coach, Ms. Cuevas, was in my math class, and I coached her in basketball. So it's great to see, have an impact on people like that.
Oh, I like her a lot.
Oh, she's the best.
I've known her for a while. I know her mom and dad, and I
Good
remember
people.
she was such a stud player, softball player, high school and college. I think she was. I talked to Jose, her dad, and she was the college All-American Player of the Year in softball.
And she never told me that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
surprised
she's
she
big
did.
time.
I'm going to ask her about that tomorrow.
All right, so number 7 on Woodbridge, Kyle Orta goes to second. Thomas Mitch up now, son of our clerk, 5-tool player, as he was described by John Bader. Yeah, when I said to her father, Jose, after the game, I said, yeah, I told the kids how good your daughter was. He says, good. He says, she was whatever, All-American Division Player of the Year. And I watched her talking to the kids, and I loved after the game, we go over to interview the kids, put them on TV, and I was snooping a little bit and listening to her. And she was handling it so good.
Yeah.
They just got beat 10-0, and she's talking about fundamentals, and I was very impressed.
But what they did right and how they improved,
Right,
that's all she
right.
concentrates on. Yeah, she's a good, she's a great person to have in the building. I had the pleasure to observe her as a teacher a couple weeks ago, and just same thing with the kids.
Thomas Mitch down swinging. Up now should be Heath. What's going on?
I guess that was the third out. Nobody knew.
Oh, okay.
Only our catcher knew.
No, we still have 2 outs.
Changed to 3.
All right. Oh, he changed it to 3. Okay.
I thought it was only 2 as well. They might have.
Oh, well.
I'm not
We're
complaining.
too busy BSing to pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so after 4 complete, it's Avenel 8 and Fords 3. We'll be back for the 5th inning.
Support the Red Cross and change a life, starting with your own.
We're back now for the top of the 5th. John McCormick and Fords Middle School Principal Glenn Lotman calling the game between Avenel and Fords. Avenel up 8-3, top of 5. Let's take it to the defense now because everything's changing all over the place for the team here. They're free substitutions, so it's tough to keep up. But here's what we think. Kyle Orta in left field, TJ Zavatoski in center, and Sean Lambert in right for Avenel. At third base is number 8, that is Andrew Galvach. The shortstop is number 13, Aaron Rivera. Second baseman, number 4, James Heath. First baseman, number 14, Jacob Kreusch. The pitcher is Jason Holinsky, and the catcher is Sean Reagan.
My Nick beat it out.
Chopper up to the pitcher. Couple of hops. Easy throw to first, and 1 down. I will once again give the statement that as mayor, I'm not rooting for Fords or Avenel, but Mr. Lotman clearly is rooting for Fords, as evidenced by that last comment.
Go Fords.
Come on, beat it out.
Yes, that was me. That was not Mayor McCormick.
I don't want to call games and lose supporters.
Yes. Only you'd be out here for every game, though, Mayor McCormick. That says a lot about you and the pride you have in our town.
Oh, it's fun,
Lucky
man.
to have you.
Yeah, thanks. But it's a lot of fun. I think getting the kids on TV, and this is sports, but we also do the arts awards, the plays, the music awards, whatever it is, writing contests. It's important to let the kids be recognized for whatever they do that's great.
Change Woodbridge Channel 35 to McCormick TV.
Why not?
Good pitch.
My buddy Craig hasn't done this. Is my second game for middle schools. He hasn't been able to join me yet. That was Jacob Soto down on strikes.
Here comes his brother, Jonathan.
How many of these kids you think played for Ford's Clara Barton?
Not as many as I thought would.
Uh-huh.
We had a few kids who were interested in playing, but they were afraid that playing for the fall ball, Clara Barton, and this, plus all the homework, would be too much.
Really?
So, yeah, we had a handful of kids who I tried to talk them into it, but the parents said academics first, and after they said that, you
can't blame them for that.
Can't blame them for that at all.
So you lost a few kids who had some travel experience.
Yeah, they were, a couple of them came up to me yesterday. They won something over the weekend, they were telling me. I think it was just the rec season. But a lot of these kids, that's why it's great they're having the 2-inning pitch limit, because a lot of these kids are pitching in the Clara Barton and in whatever fall league they have, and they're coming here. And I was saying before, when I went out for practice to mess around with the kids, I threw about 4 or 5 pitches. The next morning, I thought my arm broke. I said, how do these kids do this?
Young bodies.
Yeah, lucky them, right?
Tell me about it.
You're recovering nicely from your knee injury, though.
Yeah, I'm walking okay, but getting up and down these stairs wasn't easy on this thing. So Helinski strikes out another batter against Fords, and now Avenel goes into the bottom of the 5th with an 8-3 lead. We'll be back, folks.
Here we go. What? What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent, because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
And we're back. John McCormick and Glenn Lotman, your announcing crew for Avenel versus Fords Middle School at Woodbridge High School, the brand new field, actually a couple of years old. And Glenn, if you can see enough, let's see who's in the field now for Fords. 13 is at
We
third.
still got Tyler pitching for a second inning. I think we switched up our catcher. I think it's Joe Masilli now. We have Anil Remkinson at third, Bismarck Mejia at short. I think that's TJ Rivera at second, Alan Hill on first. I believe it's Jonathan Soto over there in right field. William Martone Davis is in
There's
center.
a nice rope.
Get there.
Fair ball, going to get by him. It's going to be Deuce. At least 2. That's James Heath for Avenel Middle. And he slides into second with a stand-up double. Who said that? Someone said that. Maybe Yogi Berra. You can't have a slide in a stand-up.
And then I believe it's Russell Turek on right field.
Now he's
Or
coming
left
out.
field,
We're going to have a pinch runner, number 37, who I don't have on my sheet for Avenel. Pinch runner, number 37. We don't know who it is. We apologize. Sean Lambert up now. So Avenel up 8-3 with a man on second, nobody out, bottom 5. How could you see who that was in right field? I couldn't tell who that was in a million years.
It's definitely one of the Soto brothers. They're not twins or a year apart, but they look very, very much alike. Two great kids, same mannerisms, same positive attitude. Good, fine young men. Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that, being the math supervisor for a couple of years, I got to meet a lot of teachers in every building, which was a great, great experience. I do know the two gentlemen coaching Avenel Middle School, Mr.
Oh, good.
Caplet. It's Dave Caplet over here coaching third.
That's Dave?
Yes.
I couldn't tell. I know Dave real well from Knights of Columbus softball.
He's a character.
He's funny.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Just a charismatic.
Also a good
teacher.
Teacher.
Yes, kids love him.
That's
Kids
what I
love
heard.
him.
That's what when I talk to kids about that, they say that all the time.
I spent a little time as a supervisor, gifted and talented as well, and stationed in Avenel Middle, and he became one of my closest friends at Avenel Middle School.
Oh, good. Yeah, he was
nice guy.
He was a feared enemy. Island Knights against Avenel Knights, and there was also the Port Reading Knights. We had 3 good teams in the same league, and we're all part of Woodbridge Township. We had some fierce rivalries. He's a good athlete. Dave Cap's a good athlete. His 2 brothers were too. One of them still plays. I went to the Knights tournament this year, and one of them, I forget which one was still playing. Might have been Dave. I'm drawing a blank as to which one, but one of the Caps still played.
And the young man coaching first base right now is Fred Giordino, math teacher over at Avenel Middle School. Happy to say my first year, 4th block, Algebra 2. During the fall semester, he was one of my students, my first class ever. And I remember him saying something to me towards the end of the year that one day I'll be a math teacher just like you, Mr. Loutman.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, great young man.
Okay, Lambert down on strikes up now, number 9 for Avenel, Kurt Jackson.
I do have to say, his nickname growing up though is Scooter.
Scooter.
So I will call him that on the air.
That's as bad as Skippy. I mean. And the
Get
ground ball to first.
That's the way Allen.
Fielded cleanly there by.
That's the second out.
Alan Hill. It's 2 outs.
Good job, Allen. Running over. There you go.
The pinch runner, number 37, who we don't know who it is, but he goes to third. I tell you, I'm not just, blowing smoke at the school district, but I've never seen as talented a group of principals and leaders of the school district and the central administration as I have this year. Because, as you know, we're working a lot on this bond and had several meetings. I've talked to a lot of people. It's just a really, really good group.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. One of my favorite days of the month is when we have our principal meetings. Get to
yeah. Well, today I went to the high school meeting and the middle school meeting. I think I have the grammar schools either later this week or early next week to talk about the projects.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those projects. That's
oh yeah.
What a lucky break for us, for everybody. All these kids are going to have so much more to look forward to. And
the schools are going to look better, and when they look better, the people want to move here, and property values are stable, if not increasing.
Township pride is at all-time high.
Sharp is looking into the catcher like a pro there, shaking him off.
I love watching him. Love watching him do it.
You can tell he's a player.
Yes.
You just can see what kids play. He just look at his body. He's an athlete.
Student of the game too.
Yeah.
Always learning. Always trying to pick something new up.
He's high school size now. I mean,
Coach Mills is chomping at the bit to get him at the. Next, actually not next spring of, I guess that'd be 2015
right.
when he's over at Kennedy.
And by then, hopefully the fields are in.
Actually, after leaving the meeting, I was talking to him about that. He was.
Oh, they got to be pumped. Guys that are coaches got to be pumped.
Looking like a kid on Christmas Eve.
Jacob Kreusch up now. Yeah, the best half inning of anybody. Oh, that's going to drop.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Run scores, and it gets by the left fielder.
No.
Royce is going to stop at first.
Nice shot.
Knocks in a run, makes it 9-3.
This experience for these young men to be on TV is something it's gonna stay with them for a long, long time.
Well, they'll make a disc of it and send it down to Grandma in Florida.
Absolutely. And not many kids can say that. I couldn't say that when I was in middle school. I played on TV. Absolutely not.
I would have been petrified. But also, Grandma can log on to the town website and look for the WTT35 link, and you can see everything we filmed recently, and Grandma can watch it herself if she's got a computer. So hello to all the grandmas in Florida, from Mayor McCormick and Principal Ottman, and grandpas. Isn't there a rule that you can't start an inning after 6?
Yes, I believe so. So this is definitely going to be.
This might be it.
Yeah.
Got a late start here today, though. I guess the buses.
They're late picking us up today.
Were they?
Yeah.
They didn't get in until about 20 after 4.
So their district, as big as it is, the busing, it's got to be a lot to make heads and tails of that. But they do a great job. And you call transportation, they got an answer for you right away. It's a good pitch.
Strike 3, really good outside pitch, froze him. So Sharfitz with a K, and we finished 4 innings of play. No, we finished 5 innings of play. I'm sorry. Avenel 9, Fords 3. We'll be back for what will probably be the last half inning of the game.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
We're back now for the top of this top of the 6th inning. Thomas Mitch in to pitch now for Avenel team.
If Keyshawn Patel is going to start our rally right here. Next pitch.
Ball. Well, you need 6 to tie.
He's got it in him.
Yeah, we're cold up here. Thanks a lot for reminding me. No, thanks. Avenel up 9-3, so if they hold them, the game's over. If they score 6, Avenel will get the chance to break the tie in the bottom of the 6th. Good pitch.
A great pitch. Funny story about the batter, Mr. Keyshawn. He came up to Mr. Mills, and I was just there, or doing homeroom, monitoring the halls. And he was saying how sorry he was he's going to miss practice on a Friday because he had a wedding. And he didn't realize, he was afraid that he was going to get in trouble. And Coach Mills was very understanding. He said, it's a wedding. You have to go.
Right.
It's very, that's how much baseball means to him, though.
That's great. So Thomas has pitched there. Not a strike, but he got him a swing. So 1 down. Up now, number 9 for Fords, William Martone Davis.
Will the Thrill, we call him.
Strike. Boy, Mitch has a nice motion.
He does.
I saw him play a couple weeks ago, but he's playing shortstop. It's the first time I've seen him pitch.
Is he 7th grader or 8th grader, do you know?
Yeah. Also saw him play in Woodbridge Little League a few times. And we talked about that before with Mr. Bader, how that team is largely, most of the Avenel kids seem like they came from that dominant Woodbridge Little League team.
How dominant were they?
This
is fantastic watching them.
So Mitch strikes out 2 in a row.
Come on, Russ. Keep it alive for us, Russ.
Russell Torok. Oh, man, the sun's down. It's really getting cold up here now.
It's cold real fast.
I didn't think about being outdoors tonight. I should have put a pair of Lone Johns on. Good pitch.
Good pitch.
He's got the zone.
Wow.
He is zoned in.
Ah, good battle.
Almost looked like he's throwing a slider. It's coming in, and I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but it seems to dip, and the batters are all swinging over it. That's a high pitch. Two and two out.
Come on, Russ.
Oh, and that's it. Thomas Mitch strikes out the side, and Avenel wraps it up with a 9-3 win over Fords. And I tell you, Glenn, you should be proud of the team because they were in it for a while. They didn't look an 0-4 team.
Yeah, they're big proud every day. They battled, cheering each other on, smile on their face. I can see from here. That's what it's all about. And now they get to meet you.
Yeah, we'll go interview some of the kids. I want
you
get them set up, and we'll come over and talk to them and put both teams on. So, our first game ever covering middle school sports has Avenel beating Fords 9-3. Thank you, Glenn Lotman, our principal of Fords Middle, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Thanks to John Bader, our deputy superintendent of schools, for joining us and helping me cover the game because it's awful hard to do yourself. We'll be back soon with some interviews of the players, folks. Stick with us. Okay, we're here now with the Fords Falcon team. Just lost the game to Avenel, but acquitted themselves very well. How do you guys feel after the game?
Good. Great.
Anybody going to lose any sleep because you lost the game today?
No.
Heck no. Let me start with Tyler Sharfitz. First of all, I don't know what you eat for breakfast, but you're like a foot taller than the rest of the kids?
16.
Oh, he's 16 years old? Oh, come on, give me a break.
No, Coach Mills keeps making these jokes about, seeing me drive to school, and it gets
How old are you?
13.
Oh, okay, you're not 16.
What?
Yeah, Coach Mills, come on in. All right, but how about the rest of you guys? You're in this game. Avenel comes in 4-0. You guys are 0-4-1. Not supposed to be a game. Third inning, it's 5-3. You guys hung in there. Who's going to talk about the game?
Let Anil talk about it.
We'll talk about it. You're the first pitcher, right? You're Rackasoon or something like that?
Nickname Mr.
Rackasoon.
Baseball.
Okay, tell me about the game.
When I coming out here, I didn't think we were gonna be this close. I don't know. I thought we were gonna get shut out by Avenel.
Right. You mean 4-0, 0-4. You figure, okay, well, this is a game we're not going to be in, but you're in it.
Yeah. I'm pretty surprised. We've improved a lot since the beginning of the season.
Well, that's good. How many of you guys have played organized baseball before? Oh, so most of you have played something or other? All right, pretty good. Tell me about the game.
I think we did great, but a little bit of errors and.
Yeah, a couple of the plays.
Yeah, errors killed us, and we need more hits.
Yeah.
Hit the ball more.
That's some good analysis. How about that plate? The plate, was it the rundown and you guys got him out, right? Am I thinking it right? That was pretty cool. Who made that play? Where's the catcher?
Right here.
All right, tell me about that game.
I was catching.
I was third.
You were third base, right? So the ball was, tell me what happened, I forget.
It was hit back to me when I was pitching. It was hit back to me, then I looked him down. He was still
He was halfway. He was in no man's land.
Yeah.
You fired to third? Third fired to the catcher?
Yeah.
Man out. All right, good job. How about you? You're kind of hiding over there. Come on toward the front. Tell me about the game.
Yeah, I think we did good. We just need to focus on hitting more.
All right, well, going to come around. How about you guys over here?
I think we did good too, like we gotta hit the ball more and stuff and feel better.
Yeah. Gotta feel better? Well, it's the first year, All right, Coach, come on over. This is Coach Mills. What's your first name?
Coach Mills.
All right, that's right. Eric, Eric's history, man. He took the Kennedy team to the county championship last year and won it. So he knows his game. Tell me about these guys.
I know it's cliche you don't want to stress wins and losses, but these guys have come out and we've worked hard and they've improved from the first game until now. Just speaking with the umpire, he was congratulating these guys on how much they've improved, all facets of the game. Defensively, pitching, hitting, running the bases. So they put in the hard work and it showed. You see any talent for the 2018 Kennedy Mustangs? We'll see. I hope so.
All right. All right, guys, congratulations. All I've heard from everybody I've talked to, I got a bunch of parents over there, have said this team's much improved. So congratulations and keep plugging. Maybe you'll win a couple before it's all over.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations, guys. And also, let's hear for your principal.
Yeah.
How cool is it?
Thank you, boys.
How cool is it that your principal comes out to your games, huh? Okay, we're here now with the winning team from Avenel. They just knocked off Fords 9-3. Let me have the players introduce themselves. First and last names.
Aaron Rivera.
Anthony Nick. Steven Cracchiola. Jacob Cruz.
James Heath.
Kyle Lorda.
TJ Zavatoski.
Nicholas Michael.
Tommy Mitch.
Sean Lambert.
Andrew Galvat.
Sean Reagan.
Matt Allardyce.
Jason Olinsky.
Francis Pierre.
Kurt Jackson.
Okay, now first of all, you guys come in 4-0. They're coming in 0-4-1. Did you think it would be an easy game, or you think you're going to roll all over them, or what? Tell me about an undefeated team playing a winless team. Always play hard? Doesn't matter who the opponent, what the record is.
Yeah.
All right, have you guys played with any of them before in travel teams? You know some of them?
I know some.
So a lot of you played either together or against each other before? Yes. So they team, a little bit of errors. You guys hit the ball pretty well. You guys pitched really well. You struck out the side, and you struck out the side, right? What's with pitching one different pitcher every inning? Is that a good strategy?
Yes.
Why? Tell me why.
Because then it gets everyone else in the game.
Great. And you guys all do free substitution helps too? You play in all kinds of different positions. What'd you play today?
I caught on the plate for the first 3 innings.
Okay. What'd you do after that?
I played short.
Okay. How about you?
Pitched and played second.
Played center for the first 2 innings and the last 2 innings. Okay,
great. So it's good that you get to try different positions. Tell me about the coaches on this Avenel team.
Great.
Tell me why.
They make you work hard. They make you work, but in the end, they teach you how to be a good player and a good man.
Oh, good man. That's good. I like to hear that. Who else? How about the coaches? Galvach?
Well, they're tough on us, but at the end of the day, you have to win, so it all pays off.
How about Cap? I know Cap personally because I played for the Island Knights of Columbus, and he played for the Avenel Knights of Columbus, and we're friends now, but, man, we were arch enemies 20 years ago. But he knows how to play the game. He was always a tough out. He always led off. He was the toughest out on the Avenel team. And your coach, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Fred Giordino.
Tell me about Giordino.
He's really good. He gets on us a lot, but makes us better overall.
All right. How many of you guys play in the Woodbridge Little League? How many of you guys have made the All-Stars in Woodbridge Little League? How many of you guys, your team, went like 2 games from going to Williamsport? Who was on that team? You were on that team, Tommy?
Yeah.
What was that? Am I right? 2 more wins, you would have made it to Williamsport?
Yeah, we won districts the 3 years in a row and then almost made it to Williamsport, but we fell a little short.
All right.
All 3 years.
So who thinks middle school sports is a great idea? Tell me why.
It brings all your friends together to play more sports together. As in, get a lot of self-confidence with people. People can bring you up, bring you down. It kind of gives a lot of confidence in people when you get out. People come up to you, say good job, it's all right.
Oh, good. Have you guys, do you wear your uniform shirts during school or anything like that?
We dress
up.
up.
You dress up?
Gotta get the khakis.
The sports guys get to dress up?
Yep.
Oh, man, that's a good strategy. It must be working because you guys haven't lost yet. How many? You lost a couple games to rainouts, right? How many more games do you have?
We have 3 more games.
I have 3 more games. Okay, good, because we're trying to get everybody on TV at least once. All right, who wants to wrap it up? I need to be back. Anybody got?
I got this.
You got this?
Yeah. In the end, every team I find is very good here, but some teams are better, and I love playing everyone.
Do you feel like because you're in the Woodbridge Little League and your success there, you guys are going to be more successful here?
You know, it's just all playing together. It's not individual. It's as long as we know how to play together.
Play together
it's great.
as a team. All right. Anybody else want to have any comments? How about you?
Well, the team played really well, and can't really play any better.
Great. Yeah, you guys had a lot of key hits. Top of the first, you really had 3 runs. That's about what you needed, right? Single, triple, double. Who had the single? You had the single. Who had the second single? You were second, and you had the triple, and then Nick, you had the double, right? Nice job. So you had enough runs in the first inning with nobody out to actually tie the game, and 1 more you won it. Anybody else in the back here? Croix, what do you want to say about the team?
We just played really hard, and it showed off.
All right, who's number 37? Okay, what's your name? Say it again.
Francis Pierre.
Okay, you weren't on our roster, so I had no idea who you were when you went in the game. So tell your mom and dad, don't blame the mayor. Hey, number 37 was not on my roster, but you got in the game and pinch ran, right? Did you score?
Yes, we did.
All right, good. Coaches, you want to come in and say anything? Come on, Coach. Cap, who's the head coach? We're both head coach. Yes. Tell me about how cool middle school sport. You teach there, you see it every day. How cool is it?
Oh, it's awesome. The kids are, can't say much or too much about how excited I am about the whole idea, but it helps their school, the education process, and it's a great team sport, And
how are the girls' team doing in Avenel?
1 loss.
One loss? So who's better, the boys' team or the girls' team? Well, if they played you in baseball, you'd probably win, but if you played them in softball, they might win.
That's different.
Yes.
Dead balls are this big. Like watermelons.
Yeah? You ever see them throw? You think you can hit? A-Rod thought he could hit Jenny Finch, and she struck him out.
That's right.
So don't laugh at the girls, man. They got game too. So who's smarter, the boys or the girls?
Boys.
Oh, no. Statistics show in middle school, girls are smarter, man. Girls are definitely smarter. Anything else want to close it out? Who wants to wrap it up?
How about Wildcats?
It was a great overall game played today. Fords was they played well, and then we started hitting good. Well, we were hitting good throughout the whole game, and just a good game.
All right, last question. Who's the second best team now this is the first game we've done? Island?
Colonia.
Okay, so Colonia, did you play them yet?
Yes.
You beat them?
Yeah, pretty tough.
You beat them twice, and they're in second place?
Yep.
That bodes well for you guys. I'd say you have a pretty good shot of being a champ.
Everybody's got a good squad. Everybody's got a good team.
All right, terrific, guys.
How about Wildcats on 3, huh?
Wildcats on 3.
1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
All right, thanks, guys. There you have it. Avenel knocked off Fords in a great game. Fords didn't mind. Avenel played a great game. Fords made a few errors. Good pitching around on both sides. A real nice game. First game ever for Woodbridge Channel's coverage of middle school sports. We're proud to have middle school sports in town. Congratulations to Zakar Zega and to the entire school board for voting it in. It's wonderful. Thanks for watching.